That was the wrong bunker. Good. I don't remember this all that well. I thought there was just the one bunker. That's the one I was just at, so I'll keep going. I have to assume the weather is guiding me to each one so I don't get lost. But maybe not. I actually know I could get behind that. Okay then.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear. You don't seem to understand how close you are to being erased from existence. Will you or will you not comply? Makes things simple for us.
Yeah, simple for them. they? No, they haven't.
I found the target.
Something is doing a lot of damage to me, and I don't know what.
Cover me. Rest in peace, brother. Take this. Hey. Enemy spotted.
It wasn't like The Sims. do I really want to go through all that effort to blow the place up? I mean, I'm already blowing everything up, so... What difference is there at this point? I thought I was gonna have to go find like each and every one of those guys for a key card, but they're all just right here in this area, so I guess we'll blow the place up. Generating self-destruct password. So where do I use the password though? I doubt there's a special terminal here. Ah, I see. Hey, they shouldn't have fucked with me. Simple as.
Continuing patrol.
An entire army of upgraded Securitrons just standing by over at the fort. Pretty neat, huh? Of course, ask away. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go. If you say so, consider them filed away under not to be discussed again. That's 2 down, 3 to go. Whatever you say. That's 3 down. You really know how to make a robot happy. Seriously, you just made my day. That's 4 down, just 1 to go. You got it. I won't say another word about them. That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to.
Okay then.
Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam. I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale, but according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Mr. House ran projections on how the NCR public will react to a defeat at Hoover Dam. Overwhelmingly, they'll blame Kimball. But if Kimball dies at Hoover Dam, there's no obvious scapegoat for them to blame, so they'll blame New Vegas instead. So that means reduced tourism for up to 5 years. The equations are pretty complicated. Mr. House sure liked numbers. You are so misunderstood. Well, it's their loss. Forget about the president. We've got something more important to take care of. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to make its move.
Of course, it's in the middle of nowhere. Hi there.
Move along.
Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come. Too bad about President Kimball and everything. But hey, stuff happens, right? Exciting news! The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent! Monster of the East ready to roll!
Yeah, they're gonna meet a real monster from the east.
Well, some of Mr. House's projections predict a moderate probability of civil instability subsequent to the NCR being driven from the Vegas region. One of the mitigating contingencies he planned was to enlist the followers to provide increased medical aid throughout the region. Just seems like it might help keep things stable when we go independent. Not that I know what I'm talking about. Wonderful.
I mean, it makes sense. Get the followers of the apocalypse to do their jobs.
House is dead. This time for good.
Yeah, fuck me.
Give me all your cap. Whoa. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. Please don't hurt me. I've got a wife and kids and pets and stuff.
Setting up an appointment, so I'm expecting a call.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. I'm sure you have your reasons, but we are much too busy to waste our time on those selfish bastards. Even if we wanted to, we don't have the resources to handle such a monumental task right now. Unless you can handle our supply shortages, the best we can do is scrape by here in Freeside. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. Thanks. Anything else? Good to hear. Oh, by the way, I got a shipment of magazines from home I'd be willing to sell if you're interested.
Temp skill books.
What's up? Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus.
Wait, why didn't I get a quest for this?
One of my aides said you got into the Lucky 38. If you see someone by the name of Emily near there, we would like you to work for us.
Huh?
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail. Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own. Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up. The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist. Sobering them. In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler.
Okay then.
Bang, 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 bang!
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix. Why stop? I feel great.
Yeah, you
No
look great
worries.
too.
My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait. If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps? Bye.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ah, prick Benny had it coming. Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need. Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch. Those fools are from NCR. I love seeing those squatters in agony. We were doing just fine before those shits came here and made a mess of things. We don't need NCR eggheads wandering around confusing things. Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop.
Yeah, how about
There's something in it for me.
yeah, your life.
Wait, man, you can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore.
I mean, while I'm here, I might as well see if I can get these guys a
If you're
supply.
looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant.
Oh. At least he had something useful to say.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph.
What about explosives? Yes, he has many. That has higher DPS, but slightly less damage. Oh, that was the low quality one. Okay, never mind. What am I doing? Good enough.
Thanks.
Evening. So you're back. What? I need a fix now. Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
I don't have any fixer because I gave it all to the followers.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the
So just
fort
talk
to see
it
if
out.
the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Yeah, Yeah, just talk it out. Hug it out. Just hug out your drug addiction.
Bang, 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 bang. Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you
Huh?
covered.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today. Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This is going on too long.
That was easy.
How's it going? I heard about your run on the tops. Don't even think about trying that crap here.
Yeah, surely you'd have a better chance of defending yourself than all the armchairmen.
Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Well, I hate to support the damn NCR, but it looks like they're the only thing between us and mass slavery at the hands of the Legion. Here's to the slaughter of every last one of those Brahmin-poking meatheads, Caesar's Legion. Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
What's being wrangled that happens to also be atomic? Like a moo cow?
I've heard a few patients mention the Securitrons are acting strangely, and no one has heard from Mr. House in a while. If House is out of the picture, maybe we'll be able to get our hands on some of his technology. It would help our scientists greatly. I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day. That's phenomenal. Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain. Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside.
Yep.
Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Back and forth, back and forth.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Come on!
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it. Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
Okay. I guess I have to deal with the kings real quick.
What do we have here? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You do me a favor, and I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside? It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. If nothing happens... Okay then.
Hey, you know what I'd much rather do? Damn. Tough dog. Jeez. Hey, big mistake.
stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
Come on.
Only at Mick and
Why is this guy attacking a child? He's in like doctor's fatigues, and he's just like, let's beat up a bunch of children. Where's what's her name? Julie.
What's up?
Evening. Caesar's death is good news for the NCR. For everyone, most likely.
Hello again. Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole. Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way. Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Not necessarily.
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Okay, but where's Julie?
So the great Caesar is dead. Happy news, but I don't know that it'll make things safer. The rest of his goons may...
Yeah.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered. This supply deal will aid our work immensely. Even if we wanted to, we don't... Unless you can handle our supply shortages...
Didn't I handle the supply shortages?
Is scrape by here in Freeside. How much? Thanks for the donation.
God, that's so bizarre. Whatever. So we did all that for nothing, really.
ready to head for the dam? Great! So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options. You could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38. That'll wake up the Securitron army you left on standby and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete. The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room. Good luck. See you at the dam.
You must fix the control room and install the override chip.
Why are the NTR Rangers not hostile? Why aren't they hostile?
How did the Legion make it into the power plant? Boomers are having fun.
Stop right there. No one is... You shouldn't be here. It's best if you just move along. Damn it all to hell! Let's go!
Hi! Nice to see you again.
You too, buddy.
We can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort. That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say? Yes! This is gonna be fun! I'm unlocking the East Power Plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
Let's get going.
Why are they just there? Why are they all just like walking around like it's like a social event?
I will protect you.
I'm very confused why the NCR isn't hostile. I have no idea what the Wild Wasteland prompt was. Another one. I think we're gonna beat the shit out of Leggett Lanius with our bare hands. Maybe our actual bare hands and we'll just get high as a kite. But like Rushing Water and Psycho. Alright, will we hit from here? No. Unlucky. Oh, we're out. Shit. Shit. And here I thought there were going to be more people I had to murder. Our gear's busted up, I didn't realize. Or else I would have probably gone and repaired it. So power armor it is.
And who are you to come before me? You don't bear the mark of the bear, yet you are ready for battle. Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exists to test the strength of the Legion. The west shall fall as the east fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion. We shall see how brave you are when nailed to the walls of Hoover Dam, your body facing west so you may watch your world die. Death to profligate!
You'll pay for that.
Okay, well that... The Securitron was kind of cheating, for being honest. What? Yeah, gotta get you out of the way. It's not a fair fight if you just unleash hell on Lanius. I don't think rushing water stacks, so I don't think I can just drink all of them and then be like fucking Fist of the North Star. If I had turbo, I could mix, I think. Chunky. Why is he on fire?
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
Yeah, I think that's great. You won't believe what happens next.
And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley. Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? Was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar. I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige. Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear. You've been far enough west, I'm guessing, to know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and... me to make tracks out of here? Head back west? Tail between our legs? No. I came for a fight today. And if you're looking to make me budge, you better have a damn good left hook, or I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I just turned Lanius into chunks with my bare hands. So what chance do you have?
Right now, that's all that's standing there. Well, except for the corpses. So that's your plan? Hold the dam here all by your lonesome? They wouldn't. This has been a fuck of a day. Do you know what you're doing? Making a nation like you think you're doing ain't like chowing down on a pile of fancy lad snack cakes. Think you got the guts to carve out a frontier? Build towns, protect the roads, run supplies, train troops? Ah, hell. Can't believe we got suckered by a slip of a woman. Should have watched the flank while Caesar's best were making all that noise. I know what those robots of yours can do on a bad day, and I'm not eager to toss lies at them just to make a point. But if you're taking this place, you better hope you can hold it. I'll give my superiors my opinion, but I don't think they're going to listen. So if NCR comes at you, and it will, pray you're ready. I promise you, our situation's reversed, I'd see you hang. What the hell? No, get away from you goddamn TV on wheels.
Dead. It's alright, at least we didn't light you on fire. Like Joshua Graham was.
I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality to be a little more assertive, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay. I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected. So that's where I'll be, off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Supporting the ideals of independence, the courier was recognized as the woman responsible for a truly free New Vegas. She ensured that Mr. House's tyranny was broken, and that neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Fiends overran Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. In the anarchic months that followed, the Fiends asserted dominance over Outer Vegas.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Good Springs thrived. More travelers stopped by Good Springs on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
With the king dead and most of their gang slain by the courier, the remaining kings fled the area, never to be heard from again.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful, robotic eye. And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Yeah. Alright, well, guess that's it for me for today. Yeah, I wasn't actually sure how much of the game is left on Saturday. So, that's Tale of Two Wastelands. It was fun. It didn't crash nearly as much as I was expecting. So, great. Yeah, perfect timing. So, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play tomorrow. If I knew, then I would just probably transition straight to it. So, I gotta figure that out. Until then, hope you guys all have a good one.